Alright, so we got the rotating assembly all in now. All of our pistons, we filed all of our rings to the correct clearance. We're going with 26 thousandths, which should be good for like 350 shot of nitrous or about 30 pounds of boost, somewhere in there. This isn't going to see that right away, obviously, but eventually that is the plan, so I figured we might as well do it now. So all of our rings are file fit to each cylinder. We got all the pistons in, we got all the bearings in. I'm about to go through and torque them all down to 50 foot-pounds with our new upgraded ARP rod bolts. These should be considerably better than the other ones that they came with. So another thing I had to do, when I sent this to the machine shop, they were supposed to clearance it for a stroker, okay? And they did. You can see there's a like notch here. Yeah, you can't really see it, but down in the valley, well, not really the valley, right down in there, there's a couple notches. So anyway, there's a notch on each pan rail, each side, but I don't know why, you know, for whatever reason, I don't know what they were going for clearance, whatever, but this is a 375-inch stroke crankshaft, and with these ARP rod bolts in here, it was hitting on every one of these, so I had to re-clearance each one of these pan rail and at the bottom of the piston skirt grooves. Not really thrilled about that because I paid them good money to do that, and I just had to basically redo almost all of it except for notches down inside myself. So I'm not really happy about that, but it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and torque all these rod caps down and get those all set, and then I think we're going to button it up for the night because it's like 1:30 in the morning, and I want to go in and hang out with my wife a little while and go to bed. So anyway, that's what we're up to. Alright, so got a lot done today. The wife came out and helped me, which was very appreciated. I like it when she comes out and helps me with stuff in the garage here. You'll see her in the video a little bit, but we got a whole lot done. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it's going.
Tighten them down.
What do we do? Tell them.
What did you say they were called?
The rod caps.
Rod caps, and that's these?
Yep, and we torqued all those rod bolts to 50 foot-pounds. No, those are the main caps. We torqued these bolts.
I thought they were caps.
This part is the cap underneath the bolt. The bolt holds the cap and the rod together.
Yeah, I knew that.
Uh-huh. And what'd you help me with?
I pushed this thing.
Yeah, all by yourself.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Totally didn't need a hammer.
Nope.
No, we got it torqued down, and then we set the pickup tube depth as well. So, yeah.
No.
So what we're doing right here is just putting Iski's Rev Lube all over the lifters and sliding them down in the bores. And then Savannah's putting the head studs in while I change over 2 of the valve springs in the head to the check springs so that I can degree the cam. Or no, I had already degreed the cam at this point. I'm sorry, I shot this video a while ago and I'm just doing the voiceover today. But anyway, I was changing the springs back from the check springs to the regular springs, and then installing our head gaskets and head studs right here. Now we're dropping the heads down on and just snugging up a couple of the stud nuts a little so that they don't fall off, and then here I am doing the torque sequence on them. I torqued them down in the end to 80 foot-pounds. They believe I started with like 25 or 30 and then did like 60 or something like that. Anyhow. Okay, so got the heads on. They're all torqued on there. Got all our head studs in. Had to put thread sealant on all the bottoms of the head studs so that they're going into the water jacket. So got all those in, got the heads all torqued down, got all our valve lashes set, because this is a solid flat tappet cam. We got 2 different valve lash adjustments. Let's see if it'll focus. Not really. There we go. Of course it's upside down. So we got 016 for the intake valve adjustment and 018 for the exhaust valve adjustment. So we went ahead and got all those adjusted, got all the poly locks locked in, and our stud girdles on. So all of our valve trains should be good to go now. As you can see, we got the timing cover on here. I gotta paint these bolts, hold those on there. I think I'm just gonna spray a little of the spray paint in the can and brush it on those bolts. We got the balancer painted and installed. Got our new pulley from BBK on there. So yeah, that's obviously, this is not gonna stay on there as I put it in the vehicle just because it takes up so much more space this way. When you try to put it in, you need all this space between the radiator and that balancer to get it in just right. So anyhow, we're making good progress. Yeah, as far as top end, we're ready to put the valve cover gaskets and valve covers on. I got new studs to go in here because I'm gonna have to take these valve covers on and off quite a bit to adjust valves. And then intake manifolds ready to go on. I have gaskets for that. These are my adapters for my coolant passages in the heads here so that I can screw my 6AN lines that go to from the bypasses on the back side to here and then up to the front. But they needed a little 45 degrees so that they could work out quite right. It wouldn't have worked to go directly into this. They needed that 45. Anyway, so as far as this, we're ready to put the intake and the valve covers on and get that stuff all set up. I still got the oil pan to put on. It's not on there yet. I have to weld the pickup. Lovely. So anyhow, I have to, once I get this, I've marked it. There's a line there and on top, here on bottom I guess, a little black, so that I know where my pickup depth needs to be when it's in there. And then I'm just going to hit it with a little weld to keep it in place, because as you can see, it's pretty loose in there. So we're going to do that probably tomorrow night. And then we got fuel pump to put on. I mean, we're getting pretty close here. We've only got a couple more gaskets left on the shelf. Oil pan and valve cover, and then water pump, but that's going to go on once it's in the car. So we're getting real close to this thing being ready to either put it in the car or bolt it to that cradle behind my chainsaw over there and try and make a little run stand out in the driveway. Yeah, we'll see how that ends up, but pretty exciting. And yeah, thanks for watching, and have a great evening.